Hey, it's Coach Mac Ellie with G String Living. I wanted to share an experience with you that I had the other day that I thought was quite interesting and that I've actually turned into a coaching lesson. So stay tuned to see how this applies to you. About 2 years ago, I was introduced to a donut shop called the Fractured Prune. Here's the box with the logo. What's special about the Fractured Prune is that they make your order as you come in. So your donuts are made fresh. They have all types of flavors and you can also create your own. And as a lover of sweets, my friend took me there once and I fell in love with that donut shop. I used to actually order the carnival, which is a regular cake donut with honey glaze and rainbow sprinkles. So every month, because I used to travel to Maryland from North Carolina to come to class, I would go to the Fractured Prune to get my carnival donut. Well, my last year enrolled in school, I wasn't able to go every month because our schedule was kind of busy. So I was determined to go the last month of my term, and that was in June of last year. And so I walk up to the doors to go get my donut and they were closed. And I was shocked and horrified because I had waited the whole weekend to go to the donut shop, the Fractured Prune, and get my donut and they were closed. And I was so upset. And fortunately, a few months later, I relocated from North Carolina to Baltimore, Maryland. And during my time in Baltimore, the city of Baltimore actually, I would think about the Fractured Prune and how I was so upset that it wasn't in Silver Spring anymore. And that Fractured Prune was actually in downtown Silver Spring, Maryland. And I relocated from the city of Baltimore to the county of Baltimore. And actually, the other day, I was with I went to go visit a friend who lives in the city of Baltimore, and I rode with someone else who took a different route than I usually take. And as we were driving down the street, I saw that what appears to be a California raisin in my mind, I saw that logo, and so it made me do a double take. And I saw that the sign said Fractured Prune, and I was so excited because I found one again. And then I got frustrated because that Fractured Prune had been there that whole time that I lived in Baltimore City. And I never saw it. I had been on that street hundreds of times. In fact, I had actually been to a restaurant quite frequently. I think I went probably once a week, at least twice a week. That was 2 blocks away from the Fractured Prune, and I never saw the Fractured Prune ever. And so, being the person that I am, it made me think about my life and made me think about how our lives show us things about ourselves. And it reminded me of the spiritual law that says everything we need is already available to us. Everything that we need is already available to us. Not that I needed the donut, but just the idea that this place that I like, that I love, was 2 blocks away from a restaurant that I went to quite frequently and was less than 10 miles away from where I lived, and I never saw it. And so it really made me think about in my life all of the things that I say that I want, all of the things that I ask for and I'm calling to myself. Am I not seeing it? Because I never took the time to look for it. I never took the time to even see if the Fractured Prune was somewhere else other than Silver Spring, Maryland. I made the assumption that it was a once in a lifetime thing. That was the only place that would have it. Nowhere else would have the Fractured Prune. It never occurred to me until I saw it to do a Google search to see if there was a Fractured Prune anywhere else. Never occurred to me. And so I asked myself, Mac, where else are you doing that in your life? Where else are you asking for something, wanting something desiring something and you're not paying attention to what's already present around you. And so I ask you, what are you asking for? What are you calling into your life? What are you desiring for yourself? And have you taken a moment to stop and look to see if it's already there? Have you taken a moment to stop and do your research to see if somebody else has it or knows about it? And if not, I offer that you do that so you don't have the experience like I had to live 10 miles away from my beloved Fractured Prune, and then it took me moving away from it to find it. And so I hope that this video will encourage you to do so. If you would like more information about me and G-String Living, please feel free to visit www.gstringliving.com. Have a good day. Bye.